So in the last video we handled walking, clean grounded movement and with slope support, and this one we'll be doing jumping and mouse look. First create a input for the look, which will be a vector 2 using a delta mouse. Create two game objects, one to player and to character, and place the camera target where I have for the FPS, and clear a player camera script. And to the player camera game object, don't forget to add a camera component to it and replace the type to main camera. Now first what we're gonna do is in the character we're gonna reference the camera target, then also create a function get camera target, so which will be public so that we can use it in the player script. In the player script we'll create a reference to the player camera, and similar to the character we'll initialize it in the start, also taking the transform of the camera target from the character script. In the initialize method, we're gonna set the position and rotation of the player camera to that of the target. In the inspector, assign the game objects to the respective fields. And when I press play, you can see that the camera has shifted to the camera target. Now in the player camera script, we're gonna create two methods, update position and update rotation. Update position is gonna be simple. It's just gonna keep the camera stuck to the character's head or eyes. So if the player jumps or crouches later, we just move the camera with the target. And also we'll create a struct camera input like we did for character input. It will be vector2 look for the delta. So what's happening in update rotation is that we are going to be storing rotation as Euler angles. So first I'll create this vector3 Euler angle which will be custom. I'll replace the transform.rotation to the Euler angles that we have created. Now in the player update we're gonna set up the camera input like the way we set up the character input, and we're gonna keep it updated in the player camera update rotation. And in the late update we're gonna update the player camera position so that the camera is following the player. For fine tuning the speed of the mouse look, we're gonna multiply by sensitivity. Also in the player script start method, lock the cursor state to locked so that when we click in the game it disappears. So as you can see, it is very smooth and it works properly, the movement and all. But the problem that it's not moving in the direction the mouse is gonna look. Let's change that. So now what is happening is the camera is rotating but not the character body. So what we want is the character body rotation to be same as the camera rotation. So in the character script we're gonna create a quaternion rotation in the character input. In the player script we'll update it in the character input to the player camera rotation. We'll also create a quaternion requested rotation which we'll use to update the rotation of the character. Why I am projecting it on a plane is because when I update the current rotation to the requested rotation, it will rotate the character also in the Z axis. So doing this makes it that we project a plane from X axis to Y axis so that it does not rotate that. Also update the requested movement in the update input rotation so that it will move to the direction we want. and that will solve the problem. It is moving in the direction where the camera is looking. Now on to the jump. Let's create an input for the jump, which should be a button, and it will be space. Then save it. For the jump we're gonna be needing gravity, so we'll apply our custom gravity, and in the character input we'll add the public boost jump, and also create two floats, jump speed and gravity. Jump speed will put it to 10f, and gravity will be as it is in the real world, we'll put it as 90. And as we create a request rotation and requested movement, we'll create a requested jump bool and set it up in update input. Add it in the character input variable we created in the player script as move and rotation. I hope if you have followed this far, you would have noticed that if we press play and when looking at the sky, it is hovering a little bit, which we don't want. It is restricting the movement, so let's change it. What we're doing in the update velocity method is that we're creating a grounding movement variable using the function get direction tangent to surface. So what it does is it projects a direction vector onto a surface defined by the given surface normal. What it means is that this is going to give us a vector that is going to be parallel to the surface the character is standing or walking on, rather than moving in air or through the slope. Now back to the jump. What we're gonna do is in the update velocity method we're gonna add a check which is going to tell us if the character is on the ground or not. If the character is on the ground, it will be able to move, but if it is not on the ground, it should experience the gravity. So let's put that all in the check. And in the else we'll add the gravity. So when a jump is requested, we're gonna set it to false and add force in the upward direction times the jump speed. So we have implemented the jump and it is working. You can play with the values. Let's try to put 20. Yeah, it's working properly. Okay, so you can see that the player is able to jump in the air as well. So what we want to do is kind of make it real, and we'll make it that it will only jump when it is on the ground. So when a jump is requested, what we're going to do is add a check which is going to tell us if the player is on the ground. So and when it is on the ground, it will be able to jump, but if it is not on the ground, in the else requested jump to false, so it will basically fall. And that's it for this video. We now got clean grounded movement, jumping and mouse look working with our custom setup. So this gives us a solid base to build your own FPS character, perfect for single player, indie shooters, or even prototyping your own game idea. Also, huge thanks to everyone who watched the first part. The response was honestly more than I expected, and I appreciate all the support. If you want to see more like crouching, sliding, sprinting, or anything specific, drop it in the comments. I am down to cover whatever you guys want to learn next. So if you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, maybe subscribe to catch the rest of the series, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.